Is it easy to move to Canada? That's a big question that I get quite often. And the answer is not as simple as yes or no. Canada is a country made of immigrants. Toronto is actually one of the cities where you can find more diversity in the world. But Canada has a very complicated immigration policies and they keep changing year after year. Actually, in 2026, the government has restricted the number of people that can come to Canada, both in the specialized programs, in the skilled workers, and also for students coming to Canada. There was a time where a lot of international students would come to Canada, and after they completed their studies, they are allowed to work for some time and then access PR card, permanent residence. And this was something that was considered was being abused in the past years. So a lot of these programs and a lot of the number of students have been restricted. So what are the type of immigrants that Canada is looking for? They are, or we are as Canadians, looking for specialized people and also professionals in areas where Canada is lacking, like healthcare, doctors and nurses and therapists. But at the same time, Canada also keep looking for unskilled migrant programs, like people that work in farms, people that are um, willing to come to remote areas. There are also programs for people that speak French for the French areas or bilingual areas like New Brunswick and Quebec, but these programs keep changing all the time. Canada does have its website. I'm going to put it in the captions where you can read and get all the information about all the different programs. And there are also agreements with some countries for some of these programs. And another question that some people might have, is it worth it to come to Canada? Life has gone up, like really expensive in the past few years, not only in Canada, but worldwide. And Canada does have an issue when it comes to housing. Groceries are very expensive. So whether this is going to be worth it or not, it's going to depend on your goals and the type of income that you can make when coming to Canada. So this is something for people to think through and see if this is a good option for them. In my opinion, and this is just my personal opinion, I believe that right now Canada is a country for people that are high skilled, or there are professionals that are going to be in high income brackets, because this country it is extremely expensive, but at the same time it is a country that offers a lot of opportunities. I do believe that coming here as an international student, even with the restricted numbers, can create so many opportunities for people that are willing to put in the work, and Canada does need people that have that knowledge and that desire to do things here. I believe this country offers certain type of opportunities that aren't that easily available in other countries, because the market here is very flexible compared to my experiences in Europe or in Dominican Republic. It is a little bit similar to US in terms of opportunities, but I believe that Canada has other advantages compared to US. Something that I would like to address before I finish, and it's because a lot of people, maybe Canadian, are going to listen to this video And people always think that immigrants come to a country and they make jobs less available for the locals or make the economy worse, which is not true. People from abroad never take opportunities out of your plate. In fact, until recently in Ontario, it was requested in many jobs to have Canadian experience. This is now not legal anymore, but you have to think for someone to come from another country with a different accent, a different background, no network, to come here and take your job. This is really not a thing. Normally, countries are going to take individuals from other countries where they don't have that experience, that expertise, when there is a gap there, or the type of jobs that locals don't want to do. And that's when we're talking about the farming, picking up fruits, even grabbing chickens. This is a job in Canada. These are the type of jobs Canadian would do. So let me know what you think. I have more content about this topic because I think it's very interesting for a lot of people. And let's have a discussion about moving to Canada. And some people also ask me, why did I come to Canada and how did I do it? So, another way to come to Canada, like me, I was a sponsor by my husband. At the time, he was a permanent resident in Canada and he sponsored me. And fun facts, I became a Canadian citizen before him. So I have been living in Canada for over 10 years now, and I've been married for over 10 years with my husband. And that's the reason why I came to Canada and I have a life now. So thank you so much for listening. This is Janela, your Dominican Spanish living in Canada.